local communities like to control their economic prosperity and have, at least think they have some control of that. So that's a discussion locally. One thing, you don't want the state coming in saying, oh, we're going to send this plant to the Kirkendall's district because, you know, being Governor Kirkendall like this, we're going to send this over to Beaumont because, well, we just want them to have an old trashy plant. So we're just going to send it. So that's something that should generate, and you have this good business environment, prosperity environment where people will want to come here, and then I can go back over here.
Quick question, how are different actually set, what are they set? County level, state level, who actually sets the tax rates?
Where?
For the school, for the city? I mean, where are those tax rates set?
At the local governing entities, just like the commissioner says. When the city council meets, that's what they do. The school board meets, that's what they do. When the county meets, that's what they do. When the ESD board meets, that's what they do. That's the most important thing. One of the most important things you do in government is raise the revenue and do whatever you're constitutionally required to do.
Right. Anybody knows any tax rates?
I don't know.
Anybody heard of any entity?
Well, some entities like the ESD has a cap. Yeah.
You got to say it, but it's a chance of drop it.
Yeah.
But the school boards, they don't ever drop their rates.
Well, and to be fair to the school districts, remember back in '06, we dropped them down by a third. You voted on that constitutional amendment. You dropped them down by a third, and I think they hover between what day, $1.04 and $1.17, something. Yeah, they got different levels, okay? And then they get the thing about the school districts, and the commissioners say he'll be my friend again. There's no state effort for county governments. There's no state money that comes in for county governments. Okay.
Y'all keep taking it.
There's no, but there is state effort for obvious reasons for the schools. Sir. Okay. And that's why we say go talk to your school board, because you have a big old statewide curriculum that your elected school board voted on. And if you think your school board is not following that statewide curriculum, which is technically law, then you need to take that up with your school board. Let me get this nice lady. We'll come back to the guy.
The reason I try to tell people, and I'm from Beaumont, but while I'm 3 businesses, I try to tell people, it matters if he's the mayor and he's not, I'm not going to say he's not educated, but he was on city council 16 years and he didn't do anything, and now they vote him mayor for the 4th time or whatever, and then they put all these people in just by name on school board and superintendent, and they don't even look at who it is and what their background is. They don't even see this. And it's like, they don't care. And then when the taxes go up, they want to raise cane.
Having protests in these
I mean,
town hall.
I'm talking about it all. I mean, nobody says anything in my neighborhood committee.
Oh, I think people
Airport
say
Neighborhood Association. They don't do anything until somebody gets robbed or, and we don't have problems like they do in the West End. They got a lot more. But my thing is, I mean, I'm hoping Bray Beck gets in his county sheriff. I mean, I'm praying that he does. Because if he does something wrong, I'm going to be right there with him.
Law and order.
You're wrong.
And again,
You know?
this nice lady here, Ms. Horn, it was about the praise values and the impact of exceptional values. I keep saying it's like I've been down in Jasper. Values and how that impacts, I'm not even getting to the tax again, how that impacts again, again, but here's the thing, Bob. How do I explain? How does a commissioner explain? How does a appraisal board? How does a state board? How do you explain a 300% increase in value? How do you? I mean, if that's the case, our investment people are in the wrong thing. And let me go on record and say this again. I think also, like I said, man, the comptroller. Now I'm still pro Glenn Hayward, okay? But he and I've had some little terse words. It's something that they're doing when they walk into it. I don't know if they're not getting donuts before they walk in. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something because I mean, Alex Stevens, all these people, they seem pretty capable, knowledgeable people tonight to me. Okay, all right, but let me do my politician thing. I didn't need to go over here to the guy in the red. Let me do my politician thing. If a local official misses a grant that he or she deserves, guess what happens? I mean, like a state one, or a road or something. Guess what happens? If TxDOT does something crazy, like not cleaning out the drainage, guess what? If you got somebody rolling in from the comptroller's office saying, raise this guy's value $500,000, and it's $100,000, I think you ought to get on the phone and call State Road. Because there's no law that does that. I know what my friend's comptroller says, well, we just enforce law. There's no law that does that. Now, I think there are some other issues going on when you get to commercial property and some other things. But there's no law that does that. Because I went through laws. I was looking for a law that said, we're going to raise your value of 9,000%. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the law. And I keep saying 9,000%. That did happen to somebody. Okay, for real. One was 9,999%. And I just said, man, why y'all just make it 10,000? So the guy can do the math in his head, you know? All right? So these things don't make sense, and the people are right to ask the questions. And if the state legislature is doing something wrong, then we need to know. I take responsibility. My man in the red.
I've gone against the board several times, successfully,
Okay.
about every 2 years for the last 20 years. And the people that don't make it worse on people who do. Because they sit there and their value escalates, and their property hasn't escalated in real value. It's a value. And that what I'm concerned with is we're possibly on the eve of inflation again, like Jimmy Carter. Should that happen, dollars become basically worthless. What's it going to do to our tax? Are we going to be able to afford our taxes?
These are all great macroeconomic questions to ask. Again, I'm sensing, I'm listening to the people. There's a lot of economic angst. I mean, in Jasper, I literally heard a guy say, we should be able to live on our land without being taxed on it, so we can live and earn off our land. Now, what that sounds like, other than just being free Texans, okay, what that sounds like to me is a man that is also concerned about, he has a lot of economic angst. He has no confidence in the economy. And if it goes bust, he will at least know I can go out and I can grow me some turnip greens, I can grow me some tomatoes, I may have a cow out there, and I can handle my business until the vine dies. That's what that sounds to me. Yes, sir. And then Roger.
You mentioned how do you explain it?
I can't explain
it. Et cetera. That's because they know historically they don't have to. They know all the stats. They know when they increase the property value. They know all the stats in history. X percentage of people are going to appeal. They know that based on the history. And so they don't, as a whole, they know they don't have to explain it because he alludes to it. That majority of people do not appeal their property. And on inflation, we have been having serious inflation. The government doesn't count energy prices and food prices when they compute their inflation.
And can I ask you a question? What happens during inflation, hyper or high inflationary periods of asset prices? I'm just saying.
On paper.
And see, and let me get back to this on the state level. As values go up, the state effort for public education goes down. Okay, so there's a lot of looking at that, and a lot of decisions being made. And I'm just saying from a microeconomic perspective, you know, we really need to watch this. I'm telling you, we need to watch it or we're going to get bit.
Well, what you just said about the fellow you were talking about in Jasper, about, you know, this is my piece of property where I could live on and survive. Well, just recently, that's why I acquired some property up in Newton County. That's where my dad was from. I have other family up there. And of course, I'm a person right now that believes, it's sad, but in the United States of America, we don't merge with the like it was in 1929. It's going to be worse. If nothing else, I will have a spot where I can go here, just like you said. Call myself some current.
Roger, I think Roger's last name ought to be Elijah. Okay. I hear you, bro. I just had to get that out. Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier that there were several different taxing entities.
In a county.
Yeah, and as long as you have your homestead exemption, if you're over 65, there's still some of those that pay your taxes?
Yes. They're not frozen, let me say.
Yeah, they're
that.
not frozen. I think I understand the tax code to say that you can't receive more than a 10% increase annually.
Due to the increase in appraisal value. Yes.
Does that apply to each and every taxing entity? Is that an overall 10% or is that per taxing entity,
It's not, well, it's per tax, because what happens, they apply the exemption,
Yeah.
and if your increase in valuation is outside that 10%, then only up to 10% of that value can your taxes be in. You can see an increase in your taxes. So because of, there are different levels of exemption, if you go and look at that, and I would challenge you, Jeff, type in Texas tax exemptions comptroller, and they're like boom. You hit a link and they go boom. And they have different levels. Some are 5,000, some are 10,000, some are 20,000, some are 25,000. Then if you're a veteran with, 25% disability, 50% disability, 100% disability, there are all those scenarios too. So you can type in it. Those just come down. Ag exemption, all those exemptions.
I mean, we bought a home 4 years ago, and before I got the homestead, it was 26% the first year, and it's been 10% every year after that. So,
And what I would suggest you do, my friend, your name is
Adam Walters,
Walters. Yeah. Which county do you?
Hardin.
Hardin. I think when it's you can still do it, but I just think you go to the end of the line.
Yeah.
Because I think the time period for you to protest has elapsed in Hardin. But you can still go in and turn in a form. But like I say, they're going to get to you after they've got to. You need to go down and talk to your appraisal.
Yeah.
And like I said at the beginning, these people are in your churches, they're in your Walmarts, they're sitting next to you at the Little League baseball games.
Which is why I think it hurts people so much when it's their fellow Texans.
Well, and look, I was talking with, who's that, Ranger Whitman, the new Department of Family Protective Services guy, commissioner, and he was asked, he and I were doing a forum together, he was asked a question, he turned to me and said, do we have to do that by statute? I don't know. Do we have to do that by statute, or is this something we can change in the department? Look, like I said again, you weren't here. Everything we have right now is based on the state property tax code. And then from there, it's interpreted now. I really, me and the comptroller really had, some of his people, I really had a real spirited discussion when he told me, appraisal chiefs have broad discretion. And when he said that, I must have went through the roof of my car when I was in the car. And I said, broad discretion?
They have statutorily defined discretion.
And I think they were kind of right. I think they were kind of right. But as far as the state property tax code drives these escalating values, that's something I don't know about that. That's something I'm extremely thinking about and concerned about. tax rates, revenue, who goes and buys a tractor, who doesn't, you have to pick that up with your local county official.
And so what you said earlier about the 2% tax rate, I think it's important to note that the 2% tax rate is in a different county. Is it a different county that was voted on?
ESD.
Oh, ESD.
Okay.
2 cent, was it 2 cent or 2%? 2 cents.
Okay, 2 cent. Well, the people voted on that. We don't get necessarily to vote on our, raise values.
But in fairness, that market value is based on the market, not on a vote.
Based on what the government interprets as the market.
Well, I mean, if you want to editorialize, you can, but I'm just saying,
Okay.
based on the market, okay? And so,
What's based on the market?
well, I'm not saying, well, the way the code is.
So we have one more question here, and if anybody has one, let's kind of wrap it up.
Yeah, appraised
We
value.
got a little long.
We're talking about market value. Now, if you want to editorialize that that's really happening, that's you, okay? But I'm just telling you what's in the code. That's why I'm telling folks in Austin that are telling me, well, we just follow the law. I said, I see no law where I have no constituents that are Donald Trump in my district. No one's making 300% more every year like Donald Trump. Because he says he's just a fabulous, great businessman. He's got all this money. I don't have, none of my people do it. I don't know about Newton or out in the western part of Hardin County. I don't know about Commissioner Kirkendall. You don't have manna yet falling from heaven.
No, we pray.
So, and that's what they say when we're just following the state law. I said, well, I don't see that happening in my district. I want my constituents to have those type of increases in wealth, but I just don't see it. Yes,
Now, you're not gonna like it, but
yes.
the main economic driver is supply and demand. You've got people coming in, driving up prices, the market value increases. We love that when we go to sell. But we don't like it when we pay taxes. But supply and demand drives up the valuation. That's just the way it works. It's happening in Texas, all across the state. It happens with the commissioner's court when they've got to buy equipment. Supply and demand drives up their costs. So it all has to work out and balance out, but it's something that's inevitable. We don't have 1929 prices anymore. There's a reason for that.
If you're talking about market forces and government appraisal forces, they're two different things.
No, they're not. They're based on the market value.
No, they're not.
Well, I mean, we can get into that editorial. We'll be here all night doing that, especially if you're some guy that got a 9,000% increase. I mean, I don't know if that would happen even since 1836. You know, I kind of went on my computer and tried to do that. But look, guys, look, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoy always the interaction with your group. I tell folks if it wasn't for the Tea Party concept throughout this country, especially after 2008, 2009 election, everybody was just really bagging in, saying we just all had to be on board with President Obama. But y'all have infused a lot of energy. And I know at times y'all get upset. I get your emails. I get your daggered eyes. Even looking beautiful like that. But Dade, I think, would say the same thing. I know you say at the end of the day, this isn't getting done, this isn't getting done. Why is this guy still right here? But you would be surprised how much you guys stop. Okay, because they know they got to come back and see y'all at the door or something. So we just need some of that energy, helping out commissioners, helping out city council, helping out school board folks. Yes, sir.
I'd just like to say, as we wrap it up, you'd be surprised how many of us elected officials share your values. And I would say, make a relationship with your local elected official and not just lump them in as, because we share one of the, I believe in personal property rights. That property belongs to you, not me. I don't have a right to it. You have a right to let me on to it. As a county commissioner, I can promise you that's a change, a paradigm.
And on another thing, with that, the piggyback on what the commissioner says, there's probably waste and inefficiency in any government operation. Definitely in state government, in any government operation. But I would also, I had this discussion with a constituent 2 weeks ago, Pastor, and his thing was, state taxes are going up. I wouldn't be standing here with state rep in front of my name if your margins tax would go up, business margins tax, or sales tax, and especially nothing else. I don't know if I would be able to live in Tyler County, let alone being elected, okay? So sometimes what we have to do is, I know sometimes there's a lot of drama going in D.C., and we'll look at D.C., and then everything else is from top to bottom, D.C. When they see $19 trillion in debt, that's what I tell you, that county down there, well, go up to the commissioner. I mean, I don't know any commissioner, any school board member, any superintendent, and I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, I don't know any of those people that think that the state government is spending enough money or too much money, Dave. I don't think any of them would be saying, or textile, okay. I don't think any of them are saying, man, great job, y'all are spending a whole lot of cash. They're not saying that. And I think, as you know, as conservatives, we talk about government not growing faster than the rate of inflation and the population growth. If you look at the budget, since I've been elected, Dave's been elected, I was absolutely shocked. And then what that does, it does magnify more of the challenges that we have in the state and how we have to manage those challenges going forward. So, still stay tough with us, still ask tough questions, but understand you got DC and their fiscal situation, Commissioner's Court, they're not able to just run up debt. School districts are just not able, they don't have a print machine, they have a copy machine, they don't have a print machine. And definitely the state of Texas, Roger wished we had our own currency, but we do, but we don't have it. Look, my time is up. I have already violated the principles of infantry officer briefing. Be bold, be brief, and be gone. And I should be gone. I got out of office. Been gone a long time. But I'll stay after a little bit and chat.
Thanks for coming, James. And thanks for all the other reps and elected officials that come, and appreciate y'all participating.
This is at church too. Yeah, we're the last one.
Thanks for coming.
Dave.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We're talking about.
I thought they called you mayor.